Tom wakes up early every morning. He stretches his arms and yawns. The sun shines through his window. He gets out of bed and goes to the bathroom. Tom washes his face and brushes his teeth. Then he goes to the kitchen. He makes a cup of coffee and some toast. He eats breakfast while reading the news on his phone. After breakfast, Tom gets dressed. He wears a blue shirt and black jeans. He takes his bag and leaves the house. He walks to the bus stop. The bus arrives at 8 a.m. Tom gets on the bus and sits near the window. He listens to music while looking outside. Tom arrives at work at 8:30 a.m. He greets his colleagues and starts his tasks. He works on his computer, writes emails, and attends meetings. At noon, he goes to lunch with his friend Sarah. They eat at a small cafe. Tom orders a sandwich and orange juice. Sarah orders a salad and tea. They talk about their weekend plans. In the afternoon, Tom returns to work. He finishes his tasks and leaves the office at 5 p.m. He takes the bus home. When he arrives, he changes into comfortable clothes and watches television. After some time, he prepares dinner. He cooks pasta and eats while watching a movie. Before bed, Tom reads a book. He likes mystery novels. At 10:30 p.m., he turns off the lights and goes to sleep. Tomorrow will be another busy day. Tom's routine repeats every day, but each day has its own little surprises. Some mornings, he wakes up feeling extra energetic and decides to go for a short jog before breakfast. On weekends, he allows himself to sleep in a little longer and prepares a special breakfast with eggs, bacon, and fresh orange juice. His routine is simple but structured, giving him a sense of stability and control over his life. One day, Tom decides to take a different route to work. Instead of taking the bus, he walks through a nearby park. The morning air is fresh, and he enjoys the sound of birds chirping. As he walks, he notices a small coffee shop he has never seen before. Curious, he steps inside and orders a cappuccino. The barista greets him warmly and makes small talk. Tom enjoys the new experience and decides that he will take this route more often. At work, Tom is assigned a new project. He feels excited but also a bit nervous. He takes a deep breath and reminds himself that he is capable. His manager trusts him with this responsibility, and he is determined to do his best. He spends the afternoon planning his approach and setting goals for the project. By the end of the day, he feels accomplished and proud of his progress. In the evening, instead of watching television, Tom decides to call his parents. They live in another city, and he hasn't spoken to them in a while. His mother is delighted to hear from him, and they talk for over an hour. She tells him stories about their neighbors and updates him on family news. Tom feels happy and connected after the conversation. He promises to visit them soon. On Friday, Tom's colleagues invite him to join them for a small gathering at a restaurant. He usually prefers staying in on Fridays, but he decides to go. The evening turns out to be fun, and he enjoys chatting with his colleagues outside of the office setting. They share jokes, discuss their hobbies, and talk about their dreams. Tom realizes the importance of socializing and building relationships beyond work. Saturday is a special day for Tom. He dedicates it to self-care and hobbies. He wakes up without an alarm, enjoys a long breakfast, and then spends the afternoon at a bookstore. He loves browsing through books, discovering new authors, and getting lost in different stories. He picks up a few books to read in the coming weeks. In the evening, Tom meets his best friend Jake for dinner. They go to their favorite Italian restaurant and order their usual dishes. They talk about their lives, reminisce about old times, and laugh a lot. Tom values his friendship with Jake as they have known each other since childhood. Sunday is a quiet day for Tom. He uses this time to reflect, plan for the upcoming week, and relax. He takes a long walk in the park, listens to a podcast, and enjoys a cup of tea in the afternoon. Before going to bed, he writes in his journal, noting down his thoughts and experiences. Tom's life may seem simple, but it is filled with small joys and meaningful moments. Every day, he learns something new, whether it's about himself, his work, or the people around him. He appreciates the balance he has created and looks forward to the possibilities that each new day brings.